ASAP as soon as we get into the house. So that's going to involve me trying to find my actual, like, gear in amongst the house. It's funny, I've got vinegar and then I've got, like, chips. I wonder... Okay, so, wait, I can't just eat vinegar. I was going to say, I'm like, there should be a limit to what I can and can't eat in the way of, like, food. But yeah, apparently vinegar is something I can't just chug. Which is kind of fascinating. Nasty cold. She's ridiculously tired. Don't worry, we're not that far from home. Where you going, Azula? Oh. Azula's off. Yeah, this cold though. Like, I knew that it was getting progressively chilly as soon as, like, I started seeing, like, the icicle snowflake thing. And I've been progressively getting my people more clothes. But I haven't had to, like, start when it's actually cold. And now I'm a bit concerned about that. Because I may not be able to keep a person alive while they're sick. Depends. This is the whole point of me, like, continuing through, like, the seasons and stuff. I might be able to, maybe. Well, we're nearly home. We're, like, only a few houses away. Hey, Weaver. What you up to? What you doing? A couple of houses away from home, and then probably, first things first, might be getting a fire going. And then I'll let it warm up a little bit, then I'll go see if we have some cold and flu medicine or not. Been drawing? Oh, yeah? You've been drawing. That's right, my hatchet and flashlight are out the front. I gotta bring those in too, so I might as well. Is that? Yeah, that's me. Hold on. I forgot that my corpse was out here. Hi. Well, if I could kill you out on the grass, that would be ideal. Thank you. Yeah, no? Come on, you can do it. As soon as she dies, the sooner we get to go inside. Apparently, this is not a really great weapon. I genuinely wanted to give it a go because I'm like, it should be a really solid hit. Oh, come on. Just fucking step on her or something. There we go. I had some dirty bandages I gotta bring back inside, but the rest of it can stay. Ain't nothing useful. Now, I have a torch, and I think a torch is here, and my hatchet's there, give or take. Yeah, there we go. Give me that. And the hatchet, please. That's got to come inside too. And drawing dresses and my room, but redecorated. Oh yeah, nice. But just got to get a warm fire going here. I should be able to just put stuff in nearby. Destroy for fuel. How about go with one of the planks? Should give us 2 hours of fuel, and then I should be able to light the fire with just stuff nearby. Paper napkins and the matchbook. There we go. Okay, let's get you sat in front of this fire and get her fixed up a little bit. We can sort out. No, don't do that. Just sit on the ground in front of it. We can sort out the rest of her gear in a little bit, but this will help hopefully warm her up. Oh, nice. She's actually like basking in it. That's good. Let me put you towards. There you go. All right. Yeah, nice, Weaver. Some dresses and redecoration, the room and stuff. I haven't been drawing for ages. What have you been up to? You're saying you took a break. I took a week off, but like probably most of that week I spent rigging my live 2D avatar, and then I had basically like a long weekend to rest kind of thing, which really wasn't sufficient enough kind of thing. I underestimated how much I would like basically pass out and sleep for a day, so I like lost an extra day in there. But oh cool, it's slowly going down. Apart from that, I spent like most of like last week was a terrible week. I had like a lot of troubleshooting for like stream and stuff because I was losing a lot of audio and stuff when I was just like playing different games and stuff like that, and like parts of my words were getting cut off as I was saying them. And so I spent like most of the week troubleshooting that. I also moved my remote colony, so they have a 4th location now, but I'm trying to design it. I was kind of struggling with that a bit. I spent like a long time over the weekend trying to sort out the layout, and I still really haven't like sorted it out. And I'm just not really sure what's like mentally blocking me with it. But I also have like a lot of other stuff going on at the same time. And I think I'm just like psychologically overwhelmed by everything. But yeah, aside from that, I should be able to clean the bandages while I'm sitting here. Aside from that, not much. My partner got a demo exercise game on the weekend and we were playing that and then promptly overexerted ourselves. So yeah, I am very sore and I basically like can't sit still. Like my legs are like rightly pissed off, uncomfortable sitting down and stuff. So I keep fidgeting around and like rearranging and stuff like that. But yeah, apart from that, not really that much. Yeah, can't really say I did that much. I thought we've already cleaned all the bandages. I guess it must be the last one. Oh, there we go. Oh, I cleaned it, then I disinfected it. That's why. I was going to say, I'm like, I only have 2 bandages. Okay, that's fine. A couple of disinfected bandages on her. She's tired. She has got food. She's no longer cold, so we should be good to, like, look in the, Also, I think the fireplace just finished. Let's see if we have some cold and flu medicine, because I used to, but the game updated and I lost like half of everything I had. No, I don't have any fucking cold and flu medicine, so she could very well die too, just a cold and flu. It's like 3 in the afternoon and I don't know how much sleep she requires for this, but I'm just gonna make her go for a sleep because she's like ridiculously tired. I don't know yet how to fix this, and I'm just gonna wait and find out. So as much as people might want to try to give me advice, just hold off on that. We got snow. Snow's cool. I don't actually think I've seen it like come down snowing yet. Shut that. So since it's night time, I should... Oh, she's cold again. I should have clothes around the house somewhere. Hold on. This should be my gear. Yeah, okay. So all this should be clean too. If I can pull this on. I don't need the tank top. I do need the sweater. And I need my armor. My socks can stay because my new socks are cleaner. We're on... Yeah, right shin. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to lately. Like, last week I just did a lot of troubleshooting on my computer and stuff, so I kind of like feel like I really lost the week. Because a lot of my spare time was like figuring out what was going on. So yeah, at the moment I kind of feel like a little bit overly stressed out. That's why I was saying that because I can't play a couple of the games at the moment, I can't play 7 Days to Die, and I'll try Diablo on Thursday, but I really don't think I can play it. Like, I may end up just having, like, Project Zomboid on Monday and Friday, and RimWorld on Tuesday, and then, like, maybe doing random game night with older games on Thursdays and stuff until I can afford a graphics card. So we'll see. Because there's not much else I could do about that. So grab those 2. I don't want it to be super overweighted immediately. Got food and stuff in that, but I just grab all this out because I want to put the backpack down. I used to have a collection of like all the backpacks that I had and or found. We don't have those anymore. We've just got what I do have. I need to get a water too. Okay, let's go place this up amongst the table. Alright. Which graphics card are you looking for? I don't know yet. That's the problem as well, is I gotta actually have a look. And sort of see what's out there. Because I haven't had a look for ages. Yeah. Last time I looked for graphics cards was like 6 years ago. So I don't really know any fresh off the top of my head. Her nose is just running now. But yeah, I'll find one. I will figure it out. I just know that at the general price of what graphics cards typically cost, I know I can't like just naturally afford that. I sort of want to just throw this on her back and get a lot of the stuff out of it. But, yeah. Hold on. Chuck that in there. Alright. I should be able to put this away. I kind of need better pants than this, realistically. I can hear, like, creatures and stuff off in the distance, and I'm, like, slightly concerned about it, but I'm also kind of, like, slightly not concerned at the same time. Because, like, I'm indoors and I know this place is, like, safe. I don't want to put my spare keys in there. I don't know what the sound is, though. I kind of do and don't want to wear the vest, because every time I wear the vest, she gets, like, really fucking weepy, and honestly, it's not keeping me alive. So, I put that away. I gotta put the helmet away. But yeah, I don't know. My socks and tank top and stuff. I'd like to go for a walk somewhere with this person. Like, I also don't want it to be too tired, so I might quickly just see if I can get her another rest. I don't want to be carrying all this stuff, though. Like, the wrench isn't a bad thing. I could probably mechanic some cars. I could put away the... Where did I put it? Ah, it's still equipped. I equipped that for a second. I want to put the pipe wrench wherever the fuck the gear is. There we go. That box. Do you have a favorite car in this game? Not really. I like the ones that generally run. That's always good. I have a few cars, like, I like my taxi, the first car I ever got. I'll just see if I can get her a bit more sleep while it's still dark, and then I'll come and finish sorting stuff. Yeah, I sort of like my taxi, kind of sentimentally, because it was the first one that I had. God, she's not tired enough to sleep, damn it. But, like, I've found, like, the bigger cars are really useful for carrying a lot of stuff. So, obviously, like, I like ones that have, like, a fair bit of capacity and stuff like that. That's always good. I don't think I want to take the cleaver and stuff with me. I'll put those away. I can't fit them. Okay. I guess I could put them in here for now. It's not ideal. That's not where I want them to be. I've got more clothes and shit. Every time I die, I keep bringing back my pile of clothing. And I should just realistically shred a lot of it. I must have taken something off for the sweater vest. Oh, it'd be the suspenders, probably. You know what? The sweater thing is probably going to be more useful right now than the whatever else I put on. I know it's a sweater versus that. Hold on. The sweater's going to be better. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Hold up. Let me throw some of the clothes away. I don't know where I'm going to plonk the vinegar down in the kitchen stuff. I have some basic things on that. This has got... Like, I've got a spare night stick thing. I don't really want to take that with me, you know? Nice scrappy mini car, because I always like to go past other drivers who are driving in sports cars. Lol. I find that hilarious, however, because I actually own a sports car IRL. So I find that, like, really particularly funny. But yeah, in this game, I've mostly just got, like, I don't have any mods and stuff either, and I haven't seen any sports cars. So I don't know if that's a mod or not. But Yeah, as far as this game goes, so far it's been mostly just the oh, what do you call it? Like the big vans, like almost like the mail trucks and stuff like that. That's more of what I've kind of seen getting around. Let's chuck the broken bat. I don't want to chuck the batteries in there. Mind you, I probably could, but I do realistically should take one with me. Should be able to turn this off. Oh, mods, sports car in the normal game are just annoying to find. Well, I haven't seen one yet, so that'll be interesting. Let me stow away my chips, my bandages. Got a little bit of food on me. I don't want the vinegar, all this stuff. I might honestly burn or tear up like the bandages and stuff like that, honestly, because I have that much like spare clothing. Yeah, I don't think I've seen a single sports car so far. So it's kind of cool to know they're around. Put you up on the edge of the bench. I wouldn't mind having her like bum bag and stuff, but I think the Alice thing that she's got on is better somehow. Let's grab me a new 1 liter. She's probably going to drink that immediately. Chuck that back in. All right, give me that one. So that way we can leave those here. I'll just chuck the vinegar in the fridge because I don't care too much. And I've got a pen and a marker and a pencil or whatever. I'll put the marker in here and I'll keep the pencil with me because why not? I feel like statistically the pencil should be lighter, you know? Actually, let me, it's a pen. Yep, see if you can fit that in there. There we go. Okay, so I'm also carrying an empty water bottle, which I don't really want to have a spare one. I just want the one that I've got, some food, the thing. I will have to get her to eat, and I want to read 2 books, and then I'm off and away because fuck sitting around reading again. I'm seeing histories, bear hunting. I don't need that. Lightning, commercial, auto, manual. That could be useful. And electrical. There are, I think, the 3 that I want. I don't think I have any other decent brochures. But I'll just get it to, like, sit her ass down and I'll get it to eat what we've got. Sit down there. Have some chow and then read some books. And then we'll see. Because I've still got to, like, figure out the weight limit on her. The other thing, too, is, like, I want to go and find somewhere and then be like, cool, this is where I want to take the car. But I also want to get some fucking skills on the way. And last week we sat in the house and got skills. And then I went out and died. So I don't want to do that again. Just make her read some stuff. That should quench her hunger for a bit. There we go. Alright, leave her doing that for a bit. There's still so many things I don't know about this game. I'm talking about the stable version. Oh yeah. Well, the 42 is what I'm like playing on, getting used to and stuff. It's interesting. I've just noticed that all the vines, I was looking at this before, but I didn't figure what it was that had changed. But the vines have, like, all the leaves have died and now there's snow. I guess we got our first snowfall. Look at this going. Oh, wow. Winter is coming really fast. I haven't seen snow on the ground yet in this game, so yeah. No wonder why she's cold. If she's cold here, she's going to be cold if we're... Oh god, if we try to move around, she's probably going to be cold too. Like, we have a fireplace here. I can warm her up. But she's wearing as much as I could possibly give her here. She's got gloves. She's got shoes, socks. Maybe there must be warmer boots that exist. I don't know what's up with the crotch, why that's cold. But I guess she doesn't have the right kind of clothing. It could just be that her clothes are really badly torn up. I'll get her to eat this and we look like we've got enough time for her to read another book. So I'll just leave that on slightly fast forward while I have a look at her stuff because that'll give me a bit more time to look. Yeah, there is snow, although it's back to raining now, so I don't know if that's going to force it to melt or not. Also, that can was insufficient for food by the look of it, unless she didn't eat it. No, she ate it. Alright. Ah, there it goes. Jesus, there goes all the snow. I don't know. I don't know if I can make snowballs. Okay, so her pants look like they're ripped. They have holes in them. And her jacket looks like they've got rips as well. Where is her clothing to look at? Can I inspect that? There we go. There's a hole in the groin. That would be why the groin's cold. Then there's just blood on everything else. So it's not in the best condition. I gotta find her clothes. Like, I gotta find a clothing store. I think that's maybe... Like, food is a really big priority. I could be wrong. She has a hole in the lower torso and in the forearm. They're all fine. That's not the best condition. What about her? What about this jumper? This jumper looks like it's in pretty okay condition. It does have a hole in the forearm. I reckon that's the outfit I wore when I got bit. Mind you, these are clothes that my person has like progressively been wearing over person after person, so it's not really a surprise that like they have specific like bite through holes in them and stuff, you know. These gloves though, they're not providing like almost any warmth. They have holes in both of them. Okay. So realistically we could do with new pants, a better jumper, gloves, maybe a jacket. Like, she's got 3 layers of jackets on. This baffles me that this game allows me to wear a shirt, a sweater, another shirt, and a jacket as well. And a tank top underneath. That's fucking... what the hell? I could definitely tell that this is not made by Australia, because Australia gives you, like, a shirt at best. And, like, if you want to have, like, a jumper, you've got to swap your shirt for the jumper kind of thing. I find it weird as well. It's like, my parents are preparing me for winter. I think it's more to do with the fact that, like, places that have snow, it's more about the layers kind of thing to keep you warm. But I'm starting to question if her gear actually is going to keep her warm. I'm just going to have a drink quickly. Yeah, I don't know. I also forgot that she's fast learner, fast reader, which is why she's like powering through these, which means I actually might have time for her to read a couple more books if I wanted to. And the reason why I wasn't making her read more is last time the last person we had took forever. And then I stayed at home and I ate a lot of the resources we had here. And I don't want to keep doing that if I can avoid it. So, okay, she's finished that. I'm going to have to open up some more food, but what have we got? I could buff up first aid. I don't care about cooking, to be honest. I'm fine with her living from cans. I'll put all the others back. You know, what's really interesting is like anybody that's really just sat down and thought about like a post-apocalyptic scenario for reality and stuff. I've always kind of considered that I would be probably likely to just stay put and try to stay where I am for as long as I can. But the reality of that is if you went for resources and stuff, you would have to keep going further and further and further away from home every day to try to get resources. And eventually it would get to a point where it would be more beneficial because you're traveling more than half a day to end up like finding a halfway point that's like another half a day ahead of you and then just back scavenge kind of thing. Because otherwise you're spending more time going out and coming back than you are actually scavenging. Hey Zoe, what are you up to? Just, we died last week. So I've got something that's like fast enough to read a bit and then I'm going to go for an adventure, but it's winter. And I'm really concerned that she might die to the cold. So I don't know what kind of like stuff I can do to make her happy with that, but we'll see. I think Coffee about to play some Zomboid. Oh yeah. Well, I'm making my person read some stuff and gas bagging, so that's what I'm doing. And she is getting tired too, so that's good. I mean, if there was an apocalypse, I would live in a library because I feel like knowledge is very important. I feel like that would be not a bad idea because then you get like entertainment and skills and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a little too dark. Let's keep reading with the light because I want her to go to sleep at night. I think that's a good idea, but then a library would have to be situated close enough to food stores or places where you could obtain food. I feel like a library wouldn't have a very good like cooking facilities though. I think that's late enough at night to make her sleep. So like you may have to have like another location to safely go off and cook some food and stuff and come back sort of thing. Yeah, have a snooze. Like how to grow food, how to make water, do other stuff. See, I also feel like it's almost worth even just owning, even if you haven't necessarily read it, but just having on hand in your house at any given time is like a book on like how to identify like local plants for like food and basic like first aid and health and stuff like that. I think that those two things are probably really useful. Also just like some kind of woodland craft survival type thing as well. I don't know how to describe that, but you guys get what I'm on about. So thing, just like a few things where if the internet stopped working tomorrow and you couldn't immediately get access to a library for whatever reason, you could carry a couple of little books like that in your backpack or whatever and have something to read that would be useful as you like learn the stuff kind of thing. Yeah, there you go. I was going to say, I'm like, I don't think she ate that, but I keep forgetting that she opens them and then moves them. The most densely populated state in the entire US, I'd be screwed. Yeah, that's another thing too, is like being aware of like your odds in your situation and stuff. Like, I'm not specifically like rural or anything, I'm suburban, but at the same time, like it keeps getting built up more and more every year. So with every passing year, it just kind of like, I feel like there's more and more people in the area kind of thing. So it's gradual too. So like when I moved in, it wasn't as dense. There was quite a lot of bushland here and stuff. So like our biggest concern was like bushfires and shit like that. As opposed to like people and resources. Mind you, we're also pretty far from general resources and stuff. So that gap's kind of being closed by having more people nearby. Is like the demand for certain additional resources has increased and there's more things getting built around nearby. Like we had a Macca's put in really close by and we're like, holy shit, like this is weird, you know, because like we just didn't have any like within probably 15 minutes drive kind of thing. So I would say that's probably not something that we need to know. How would Australia fare in a zombie apocalypse, do you think? Overall population have a lot of guns in America. Well, we don't have guns per se, but like we have like all the deadly creatures and stuff. So yeah, I feel like in a zombie apocalypse, there'd be a lot of animals that would be like trying to bite or inject venom and stuff into, I don't know, just corpses walking around, you know? So maybe there'd be oh, there goes a gunshot. Maybe there'd be a few less like as potently venomous creatures to potentially stumble across. Maybe the zombies would eat them. You know, when they bite them, they just eat them and stuff. That could actually be beneficial for decreasing the amount of like deadly creatures we have to deal with. Because we're not really that worried about the zombies as much as we are like if we had to go bush or something like that. But like there's heaps and heaps of like there's a lot of land in Australia that's unoccupied and stuff by people. So yeah, we would probably be able to like fuck off and disappear and shit. Mercenary maintenance. Nah, I don't want those. I don't know. Like, the other thing too is guns in a zombie apocalypse, like, they're usually shown as being, like, weeded out pretty quickly. You know? Like, they're not as useful as they should be, I feel like. I also need to find more cans of stuff, I think. So yeah, I kind of feel like... as far as, like, the lack of guns go, I don't think we'd be worried. I think there would be definitely a good few people that would probably go immediately weaponize their cars. Like in the same way that Zomboid players kind of like swing their cars around and stuff and like smack down zombies. I think a few people would do that. It'd take a bit of work for some people to work it out, but I think they'd do that. I would imagine household knives and basic household tools would probably come into play, very similar to like Zomboid and stuff. But yeah, as far as like lack of guns and survival, I don't think that would be as much of an issue